Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to our Let's Play. We're in a bit of a different setting today because today it's time to finally create the mood board that I promised you. So I'll take you through my entire process. I really haven't done any of this for this island before, so we're gonna completely plan the island together and I'll take you through all the different steps. I will kind of tackle the different websites and tools and stuff as I use them so that we don't sit in this with this empty canvas for too long. But I do want to say I am creating this in Canva. This is not in any way, shape, or form sponsored. I've just been literally using their services and products for a long time. It's where I create all of my thumbnails, all my mood boards, all the social media graphics and stuff like that. It's a free online website or also app. It's just canva.com. I'll try and remember to link all the stuff that I'm using in the description box below. They do have a paid service, they do have a subscription model, which I am using, but you can definitely 100% use this for free and still pretty much achieve the same results. So with that being said, let's kind of dive right in and I will try and explain all of the thoughts that I have. So the first thing that I want to do, by the way, today we are listening to that playlist that I told you about. We'll see how it goes, but this is the kind of game lo-fi playlist, which I can also try and link in the description box. I will try and remember all of that. Okay, so the very first thing that I want to do so that we have a bit of a thing to kind of focus on is first I want to, put the theme that I have in mind on the screen right here. So we've got a romantic coastal, oh my god, look at that sea though. Coastal retreat, that is what we're calling it. I will be changing a whole bunch of this as time goes on. We will be adding a background picture, we'll probably be changing the font, color and all that kind of stuff, but we'll see. Also, the position of the face cam today might change depending on what website we're on, just so that you hopefully can see most of the screen. Okay, with that being added, something I like to do pretty much as a little to-do list, I will use one of the fonts that I always like to use, which is Amatic SC. I think we can kind of do that, maybe make it a little bit thicker. There we go. So I'd like to add a little to-do list for us. So the things that we're actually going to tackle for this mood board. So the very first thing that I want to kind of determine are the colors. I mean, we've already talked about it, but today it's really about bringing them down onto paper pretty much, and therefore visualizing our theme. So we're going to be talking about colors. I do want to determine some villagers that I want to maybe have on this island. We don't have to get the full on 10 villager final lineup, but I just want to see what villagers would kind of maybe fit, and also kind of depending on their personality. That's something I would like to focus on because that gives us the opportunity to get all the I was gonna say emotes, to get all the reactions and stuff like that. So we're gonna take a look at all the villagers together, and also I do want to maybe determine a few houses. I do have the DLC, so we can change all the houses, but just houses as inspiration, I guess. Afterwards, I will put down nature. This is, what type of trees are we going to use? What type of flowers are we going to use? All that kind of stuff. And then afterwards, we're also going to be looking at different items. Now, we're not going to be creating a full-on list of every single item that we'll ever use on this island, just because this mood board is not big enough. But, I do want to look at a few of them. And then last but not least, I'm just going to be putting down areas and further inspo. I think those would be the biggest kind of to-dos that I want to tackle. So let's put that up here, and then let's start right away with the colors before we dive into anything else. I will later on be kind of adding a background picture for this entire thing, but for the start, I always like to work with kind of just what I got there, because it's easier to kind of visualize when there's nothing disrupting in the background. So I just go ahead and kind of search brush, because I like to have a little bit of a brush element for the different colors, and then I'm just going to kind of look through these and see which one kind of speaks to me in terms of how they're done. I mean, I love something soft like this, but this is like an image, so I can change the color of it, which you can kind of see in the top. So if I were to choose like a different one here, I can like go ahead and change the color completely, which is what we're looking for. And now I just want to have like a nice shape of it. Oh, and then also you can sometimes go in and look at more recommendations, which can bring pretty good ideas. And then here you see the little crown. These are elements you can only use if you've got like the pro plan. But as you can see, there's like plenty of things to choose, even if you don't have it. So you can 100% do this for free. Actually, I might try and just search for like free little graphics today, so that we're all kind of on the same page. All right, wait, I like this, I think. Oh, I quite like this from the shape, like, because it's not as faded out and like spotty as the rest of them. So we're gonna maybe go for something like this, which I also quite like this color, but I don't know if this is even possible in the game. Okay, so I already talked about the different colors that I like to do in this theme when I did the island theme reveal. And so we're just gonna go ahead and go through those. So the first one was kind of like a white, or like, I'm gonna make this like a beige almost. Maybe something like this. We can go back and like adjust this later on. I don't know if I should tilt it more to the yellow side. No, we're gonna tilt it more to the orange side, and then, you know, keep it pretty much up there in almost the whites, but just not quite. So it's just like something very, you know, very light, kind of like this. And I kind of want to, I think I want to like layer them like underneath the heading, maybe like underneath our theme. Okay, so I copy and paste this, and then we're gonna do blue, which I will have to say this. So this is what it came in, and I love that, but I feel like we're gonna have to stay more true to what we can do in the game, which is definitely more like we can adjust this later. Actually, maybe this is like the color of the hyacinth. The blue hyacinth might be like this color-ish. We can adjust this later once we like add certain like items and stuff, and we kind of see their shade and everything. But yeah, and then I just go onto position and I put it like backwards, you know, and so it's just kind of shifted backwards. I'm gonna slightly make them like overlap, and I think the blue will maybe the blue should go to the front actually. Maybe it'll start like this. Like I said, I'll switch the font a little bit later on. We'll see. Okay, and then something else I was looking for is like a pink-ish, and then maybe we can add like another variation of blue or something. Now for the pink, again, I don't 100% know the color. Would this be like maybe a little bit more blushy? Maybe kind of like this. Maybe is that too purple though? Is that maybe too purple? Let me see. Let's shift that over a little bit to the pink. Maybe like that. Maybe this is kind of what we're looking for. Okay. And then I think we're just gonna be like spacing these out a little bit better. And then let's shift that backwards underneath the font. Maybe like that. I feel like they're weirdly layered here, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna pull them like a bit bigger, and then I feel like this one is a little too low, but nothing is set in stone. This is just like the brain dump. You can literally just put anything on here for now. Okay, let's kind of work with this. We might be adding some different like blue colors and everything, but let's kind of work with this for now. And then I think before we do anything else and kind of go too deep with the colors, let's switch over to, you know, figuring out some villagers. All right, so I've shifted myself to the top right corner so you can see everything on this page. And what I pretty much like to do is I just go to Google, type ACNH, and then like a personality type. I always kind of try and start with the ones that you get from the very beginning. So Jock and Sisterly, for example. And so I go ahead and type ACNH Jock, and then pretty much the first page that you'll get is from the Animal Crossing fandom. And this is the page that I'm currently on. So this is the page for all of the Jock villagers. And if you scroll down like a little bit, you'll get to the actual villager list. So this is kind of it. Little disclaimer: sometimes there are villagers that aren't actually in New Horizons, which are kind of looking a bit more pixely. So like Analog and Aziz, I guess those two are not part of New Horizons, so you can't get those. But apart from that, like it's you can kind of sort through these. So I'm gonna try my best not to take too long for this. But basically, I'm just gonna go and like look through them and see who like speaks to me. So I do want to say I've gotten a couple of recommendations that are actually really, really good. However, for me, I always like to really love my villagers because it's like a big part of why I love this game. Like being able to just be obsessed with my villagers and gush about them and stuff is very important to me. So I always need to have like villagers that kind of speak to me on a certain level. And so yeah, if I don't take certain recommendations, honestly, that might just be it. It might just be me like not completely 100% vibing with that villager and feeling like it wouldn't really fit. But yeah, this is a very annoying ad right here. Okay, anyway, we're gonna go through them. So I do think like Antonio is quite cute actually. We are looking for something like white villagers, maybe bluish villagers, some like soft pink ones, and also I do think that in like the beige and gray color scheme, that is also totally okay to work with. However, I would say like Bam and Axel, for example, I think they're a little too blue for my taste. So let's continue kind of searching. God, there's a lot of cuties here. I mean, I love so many. I love Buck, I love Drift, but I feel like they're not fit. Oh my God, look at Hamlet. Yeah, also like Holden, Hambo, Hector, Hank, all of these are actually not part of New Horizons, but it's relatively easy to determine who they are. Ooh, Kevin is kind of cute, but Kevin is very orange, so I feel like maybe not. Let's see. Peck slightly scares me. And then Rolled is really cute, but I'm not sure. Also, we will, like, once we figured out what villagers we want, and I mean probably more like in-game, I want to go and like try and find like storylines for them as well. Poncho is heckin' cute. I had Poncho on my Winter Island like right at the end, and he was super, super cute. Okay, but I feel like, honestly, maybe that's gonna be, I mean, Hamlet is cute. Let's get Hamlet out there as well, even though he's also very much in like the brown kind of color scheme, but I feel like brown is still like a realistic color, so it kind of works. But that's the Jock Villager. So I just opened them in like a new tab, and then we'll kind of just right click their picture and save it, and then we'll import it into Canva in just a second. Okay, but now that we've started with the jocks, let's kind of go through the male species and continue with the lazy villagers. Okay, and here we are. I clicked away all the annoying ads, hopefully. So let's go through these. So obviously Bones would fit beautifully. Like Bones is so cute, and he fits the color scheme and everything. However, I have had Bones on Neverland, and I also have him on Naporia, which is going to be uploaded soon. So I've had him on 2 islands for a very, very long time, and so I kind of want to try and have like new villagers. So that's the only reason why I'm like probably not going to go for him. But yeah, I think Daly is cute. I think he is really cute, and I had a comment saying it would be fun to have someone more like still looking more like corporate, and they recommended Raymond, which is absolutely valid, and I actually like that idea, and I'm gonna be thinking about it, but there's something about Raymond that I don't really love, so it might not be Raymond, and Daly maybe is looking too cutesy, but super heckin' adorable. I also really like Dizzy. Now I do have a thing with lopsided mouths, so not quite sure I'll vibe with him, but he is really, really adorable. I also really want to have Doc on an island once, and technically he is blue, but I think, I don't know, the blue and orange combination, I feel like that's a little bit too much. Love Hopkins too. They're very blue. I do have Hornsby, obviously, on Kalon, and I actually think that Hornsby will be part of it, even though he is very blue, and I just thought that that's maybe too blue. I think he might actually be part of it. Ooh, Punchy also. I do have Punchy on my city island right now, I believe. I haven't played on that one in a while, but Punchy would be Also fitting into that kind of more maybe corporate style. I mean, he's not really wearing like a corporate outfit, but he gives me those vibes, you know, like he's still kind of in that job and he's still kind of recovering. Ooh, I like Spork too. I think Spork is actually really cute. And then Walker is kind of cute, but also kind of terrifies me with his eyes. And I think that might be the ones from this category. So yeah, maybe. I don't know. I want them all. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. Okay, but let's move on for now and get we have Jock and Lazy, so let's get the Smug Villagers done. All right, Smug Villagers I think will be slightly interesting because a lot of them are, you know, very peculiar looking. Now, I will say, in this scenario, we might also just keep Phil for a while and befriend him and get the reactions and stuff from him, and then just not have a Smug in the final lineup. That is also very much a possibility. I just like to look for the different personalities because it's like easier to sort through all of the villagers when you divide them into the little sections, and then also because I do like to have a little bit of variety because it brings some different conversations and dialogue and stuff. Okay, so I mean, there is a few here that color-wise would fit, but y'all, I don't know. I mean, Kyle technically maybe could work, but not sure on that one. I mean, Raymond, we can go and get Raymond's picture as well and put him down as like a maybe. Also, Marshall color-wise would fit, but I've also just had Marshall on my Winter Island, and I feel like that is kind of enough for me for now. Also, Zell I've had for a very, very long time, so I might just want to have like some different villagers, I think. So yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. All right, I think honestly that's kind of it. So let's move on to the last category, which is Cranky Villagers. Okay, Cranky Villagers. Now, I love Cranky Villagers because their dialogue is like the best. I think I saw someone comment Apollo. Now, Eagles and me, I don't know, so probably not. Oh my god, Kurt is so cute, look at him. I saw someone say Dobie, which actually I'm not mad at, so maybe. We'll see. I've kind of gone like, everyone's been like super obsessed with Dobie, and I kind of just like skipped that because I was always like, yeah, he's cute, but you know, it's fine. Okay, I mean, Marlo is very corporate, but he looks like, I don't know. I'm not really feeling that, I think. God, and then Groucho, Hamfrey, they're all so cute. Grizzly, I love them, but I don't think they're right for this island, maybe. I mean, T-Bone, I did tell you about that. I did tell you we're gonna get T-Bone. Who I think already has like a pretty zen outfit, so he might have, you know, been on the island for a while or something. We'll see. Also, of course, like, I don't know if we're gonna go villager hunting or something, but we might always like pick up someone completely unplanned at first, you know. Okay, honestly, I think for now we're gonna move on as well and just go to the sisterly category, and then we might revisit at some point. Okay, I quite like Agnes. Obviously her colors really don't fit all too well, although she is wearing like a pink outfit. I do believe she's super, super cute, but I feel like maybe it's just gonna it's not gonna fit with the theme enough to like warrant having her, so maybe not. Oh my god, Hazel, I love her. I think this is gonna be yeah, so I kind of want to have Ursula. Like, Ursula would be like an option for me. However, I do have Ursula on Meliora right now, so maybe I should just focus on like having someone else. And then, who is our sisterly right now? Oh wait, is it Cherry? I think our sisterly is Cherry, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so maybe we'll just befriend Cherry and then not have a sisterly, because having Ursula double, I guess. I mean, she's super cute and she fits and everything, but she'll be a maybe, okay? We'll also get her picture. She'll be a maybe. Now let's go to the normal category. Okay, normal. So I think here we're gonna run into a lot of cuties, because in my opinion, most of the cuties are in the normal and in the lazy category, like the very objectively like cute ones. I do think Alice is really, really cute. She has that like very soft kind of coastal romantic looking vibe. She's also slightly terrifying though, so I don't know if I'm gonna vibe with her if I decide to have her, because she has, I don't know, her eyes are too human-like. I'm not sure, but she is There's something about her. There is something about her. I'm not sure. I can also hear a lot of you saying Chevre, but Chevre is someone I can not have on an island for reasons, to be honest. Now, Daisy, I mean, she would pretty much fit. Not sure on her though. Flurry, 100%. She will be on this island. And someone I really want to have is Gala. Like, I think her entire, like, oh my gosh, she just looks so cute. And then I think we could actually like embrace her kind of flower theme and make her like a florist or something. You know, I feel like that would really work. So we're gonna go and get Gala, I think. Which then she kind of is like, in terms of her looks, just because she's completely pink and everything, maybe that's like too close to Ursula. So maybe we're not gonna get Ursula after all. I mean, of course we're gonna get Gembat. Duh. I mean, Lolly is cute, but I will say her like winter sweater kind of throws me off for this island, so probably not. Now there is some softer ones like Melba, Molly. I've also read some Maple in the comments, and this is a little controversial, but for me they kind of fall into the category of like cute but boring. So maybe not. I also think Norma is heckin' adorable, but she also falls into like Gala and Ursula kind of categories. So yeah, and in between those, I'd probably choose the other two. So maybe not. Oh, I quite like Savannah. Now I don't know if like a zebra is gonna be, if I can make that happen or like possible or whatever, but I quite like her, and I think I quite like Sky for this island too. She has that like soft romantic look with her like her like hair and outfit and everything. So like very, very cute. We're gonna have too many normals. Okay, let's move on to Peppy though. Okay, here's the Peppy category. We're starting right here with Apple because I mean I already kind of told you about thinking that she'd be cute for also like the storyline and stuff. So I think Apple. I've also read some Blue Bear, but Blue Bear she's cute, but I think she also just falls into that like boring category for me, and I can't even really explain why. I do think she's super cute, but it's just I don't really get the vibe from her. Now I've also read Cookie and for that I have to say Cookie scares me. Like her eyes scare me. I don't know why, but they do. Dottie would also be cute. I have had Dottie before though. Okay, let's get her picture though. But probably not. I will have Freckles on Meliora as well, so we're not gonna get her here. I think Mary is super cute, but I had her on my winter island. So like, you know, Pippi is heckin' adorable. I have her on my city island. I love Pom Pom too. Her sweater is very vibrant though. And then I don't know, oh, Tutu. I want to get Tutu, I think. Oh my god, her and T-Bone have their eyes like close together, like both of them. Maybe they're like related or something, I don't know. Like half sisters, half brothers, half siblings. How do you say that? How do you say that? Oh my gosh, but yeah, Tutu is heckin' cute, so I think I want to try and make room for her. And then last but not least, we've got Sisterly, Normal, and Peppy. So it's Snooty. Okay, Snooty. Okay, last category. Let's see. I've read some Blair now. You know, Blair and I have a little bit of a story because Blair and I are birthday twins, and I really wanted to have her on my first island, and she just did not show up on any villager hunts that I did, and I had to amiibo her in, and so I kind of I love her, but I also kind of hate her now. So maybe not the best for like the cozy, peaceful retreat, right? Okay, let's see. Wow, Cupcake is looking interesting. Also, I think I'm gonna probably hear like a lot of Diana. For some reason, I'm not feeling Diana. I don't know why. That's also that's one of the villagers where I kind of don't understand it, because if you are looking for something like pink and blue, obviously she has all that, and so I should kind of want her, but I kind of don't. I don't know. There is, oh, Mallory's so cute. There is, Naomi Demon Cow. Absolutely not. There is someone that I'm still like looking for, I think. I mean, Kitty is kind of cool, but like, I don't know. Oh, Tasha, I have on my city island, but she'd be kind of cool for this one too. Pearl is kind of cute as well. Whitney. I was thinking of having Whitney, I think. I didn't know that she was a snooty. Okay, that's interesting. I'm also not sure I'm gonna vibe with her, but I feel like her looks just really work. Okay, and now you can't see it, but I've got a whole bunch of tabs open. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'll download all of their pictures. So I'll just like right click and save their pictures, and then we'll see each other again in Canva once I've imported all of them. All right, so we are back in Canva, and as you can see, I've got all of the villagers imported here on the left, and there you can already kind of see a little bit of the color scheme and vibe and stuff. Now, I will say, looking at this, I do want to take Hamlet, I think, out of the equation, because I feel like it doesn't fit. The same kind of goes with Spork. Now, we might have to go ahead and like look later on that we have an opportunity to get all the different reactions from people and stuff, but yeah. They're mostly, I mean, okay, Hornsby is kind of very blue, but I think we can still make it work. We can still accept him on this island, you know, and love him because he's super cute. So we'll just go ahead and get all of those in there and then just kind of put them across the board, and then we'll determine later on as we kind of search for villagers and stuff like that who we find and everything. So one thing that I will say, about Raymond, I think I want to kind of maybe put the villagers to the corner here. So the thing is, Dizzy I'm not really sure about because I feel like he's too much of a baby to actually be burnt out on life already, you know? It's something about that storyline is like, maybe we're gonna get the maybes over to one side and the very safe ones to one side as well. So obviously Flurry is very safe. Now the way I did this was kind of weird. Okay, Ursula is a maybe. You know what, we're actually gonna go ahead and delete them all again, just for the sake of like being able to organize them. So T-Bone is an absolute must. I'm gonna bring him over here. I think I really do want to have a Tutu. I think she is super cute. She was, I believe, a Peppy. Is that correct? I think so. So she's probably like a maybe more than anything. So is Ursula. So are all of these four. Okay, Hornsby is a must just because we already have him and we already fell in love with him. So he is kind of a must, and I think also Gala is kind of a must, who is also a normal. So we've got two normals, a lazy, a cranky, and a peppy, I believe, which I don't know, for Tutu peppy is kind of interesting, but we'll see. Okay, Dottie is a maybe, I think. I think Daly might actually be like a must for me. He was also a lazy, I think, but he just gives me that like, he's kind of too happy to be like looking burnt out, but also that's the thing, you know, people pretend and like you don't always see it from the outside how they're really feeling. So there's that. Dobie is like a maybe for now. So is Daisy. So is Daisy. Oh my god, Dizzy and Daisy. They're all still going to be on the mood board, obviously, and I think we're just honestly going to tackle it as we like go villager hunting or as we kind of come up with more storylines and stuff. But yeah. Looking at Apple in comparison to Gala, she's obviously way more like vibrant. I would still consider her kind of like pink because so is Freckles, and Freckles and Apple are pretty much the same color. But she is a lot more vibrant, so we'll see. And then, oh my god, I mean, she is cute, isn't she? She is cute. I don't know. She's cute. She's cute. She might be part of it. We'll see. All right. So this is definitely way more than 10 villagers. But it might work. Who knows? And then over here, the absolute must-haves are 6 villagers so that we can like still fill them up and stuff. We might be going for completely different ones to this, of course. You're also still welcome to give me like your ideas or your preferred villagers and stuff, and we're just gonna kind of figure it out together. Okay, I've done the colors, so I'm just gonna go and actually remove this. We've done the villagers, so let's go ahead and do the houses now. Okay, camera can stay on the same side. And so this is just animalcrossingworld.com. I'll put it down in the description box below. It's just a list of all of their default houses. Now, like I said earlier, I will be customizing their houses, so there's that. But I just really want to go ahead and find a few default houses that I think would be super cute. So I have a couple in mind that I feel like I've seen before, so I'm just gonna scroll through these and see if I find it. Okay, I do like Bianca's house, I think. Biddy's is not bad, but her door and stuff kind of throws me off a little bit. I mean, Bones' house is really cute. I'm gonna open a few again, and then we're just gonna kind of download a couple of them. I love this style of house, but obviously with different colors. I'm pretty sure that some people do have it. I mean, Chevre's house is quite cute, actually. The little cone-shaped house. Colton's house is, yeah, I think that's the same, the first one that I had. So we're not gonna, this one. So I love this combination here, this siding with this roof. And then it does have some pink in it, so we're gonna get that. I mean, Daisy's house is pretty nice. I like Diana's house too. This looks very, very coastal and romantic with the store combination. So I think her house is actually pretty nice. Also, by the way, I apologize for any ads popping up. I tried to click them. I tried to remove them, but it's kind of hard. They're very persistent. So I do apologize for any of that. Yeah, also Fang's house is looking that same way. You know, we could literally do this house probably with a pink roof, you know, like Felicity's. So that is really cute. Let me maybe just get Felicity's house with the pink roof as well. And I feel like maybe that's going to be it for now. Freya's also works because it's kind of this bluish tint. And then let me download those and we'll meet each other again in Canva. I love when you hop back in here and then you just see the colors kind of come together suddenly. This already is kind of a vibe, honestly. And you can also see kind of a theme with the houses I was looking for. So I will just kind of overlap them on this, I think, and just kind of make them relatively small. Try to fit in a couple of different ones. I do want to bring in this more bluish tint as well. Okay, and then maybe we're gonna put the cone-shaped one in the center there, and then make this is Bones' house. Now it's kind of outside of the comfort zone a little bit, or outside of the color scheme a little bit. But let's kind of put that there. Oh, I don't know. I don't like how symmetrical these look. Okay, maybe just kind of like this. All right, so this is the houses. So we've kind of got the villagers and houses down. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect. This doesn't have to be your final lineup. This doesn't have to be anything like that at all. It just is supposed to kind of bring all of your thoughts onto one page and kind of visualize them for you. All right, and next up, it's time to look for some different furniture stuff and nature stuff. So I'm gonna meet you over on the next page as well. So as you can see, this one is called Nook Exchange. It's also a marketplace. I've actually never used it before, so I have no idea how it works. And this is not in any way, shape, or form an ad or anything. It's just pretty much also a catalog for the items, which is what you want. So this is what you see when you get on the page. And then what you can do is kind of filter through only the furniture, only the recipes, clothing. You can go into different categories and stuff. And you can also sort them alphabetically, which is what we're going to be doing. Now, I don't know if they do have any category for maybe other. Oh yeah, so this would kind of be the category for flowers and stuff. All right, and then you can put in filters, and then let's put the A to Z and just maybe go through it like this almost. So one thing I can already say that I don't love is that the shrubs and the trees don't look like they do in the actual game. So I might go and look for a different picture there. But apart from that, let's kind of go through and see what we like. So in terms of the flowers, this is kind of nice because it obviously sorts it by alphabetically, and therefore you get all the blue things in one row. So I'm also going to open this in a new tab. I'm going to use the plucked image because that's kind of more how they look in the game. So I'm going to use hyacinths, pansies, and windflowers. Personally, not a fan of the roses, so we're going to leave those out of the equation, but I will use the other ones. Oh, I will put a cherry blossom petal on it as well because, you know, and then maybe let's put some shells because I think we're going to be dropping some shells all over the island as well. I think that would be quite cute. And then no mushrooms, no really fossils. I already have the other image, which pretty much looks the same. So there we go with that. No gold roses. I don't know if I want to use green mums. I think not, because I think it's like that brings us too much into the spring core aesthetic. I do want to use Lily of the Valleys, but or Lilies of the Valley, I guess, but they don't have like a plugged image, so we're gonna have to go with this one. But I do want to use those. No orange flowers, I think. No orange anything. Now I think, use peach trees. As I said, we're going to be going to, I think, cherry blossom season, so we're going to use fruit trees to kind of balance it out with green. And I think we're also going to be incorporating some peaches, maybe some pear trees too, because I think apples and cherries are too vibrant, and an orange is also, like, all of those are too vibrantly like one specific color, whereas like peaches I think are like a soft pink, and then pears could be like just the green. But I'm not going to put pears on the mood board. I think that's just like a hypothetical. Okay, here goes the pink stuff. No pink cosmos on my island. I am accepting of pink, but not the cosmos, because they're just too vibrant. They'd want too much. It's like one step at a time. So we're going to be going for the hyacinths. We're going to be going for lilies, I think. I'm totally okay with the mums. No roses, because roses and the tulips are in the same category as the cosmos, even like a different shade, but this is like, it's too vibrant for me. What I will probably still do is the windflowers, because they're like, at least on the outside, they're like a nice shade of pink. On the inside, they're quite vibrant, but you know. I also think we'll be doing some farms on this island, but they're not necessarily going to be part of the mood board. So I'm just going to kind of leave them out. No red, nothing. I don't know why these pictures aren't really loading, or what the issue is there. Okay, I already have like pictures of shells, so there's that. Oh yeah, we can definitely drop some summer shells too, so I'm gonna get that picture. Oh, this is like the hairstyle thing, so that's why like there is no picture there. Okay, interesting. Oh yeah, and here goes the white flowers. So cosmos, yes, and then I think the others should be on the next page. There we go. Yes, hyacinths, lilies, mums, yes. Pansies are too purple, I think, and then roses, no, because of roses. Tulips we're gonna use. I don't think we're gonna use white windflowers, because although maybe, I was gonna say they seem too like cold and blue, but honestly blue is kind of a color scheme, so maybe. I'm gonna get a picture of those. Nothing yellow, because too much spring core, and I think that is it. So I'm just gonna have to go and find like a tree picture, and then we'll see each other again in Canva. Okay, I did actually find pictures of hardwood trees here on Nookopedia, so I'm hoping these have a transparent background, and then I'm also going to be looking for I believe like the cedar trees. We might be using a couple of those, and also I'll be looking for bamboo trees, I think. All right, I think I was able to upload everything. I did find pictures of all the different trees, which is awesome. So I have a regular hardwood, not the best quality, but we want it to be relatively small, so there's that. We have the pink tree as well. Now we're probably gonna be like just putting them a bit all over the place, because the rest of this is gonna be like a mixture of nature items or nature and items, pretty much. I also want to put like a small hardwood here, because we might be doing some more like foresty areas, you know, that will have like, cedar trees. Did I say hardwood? I meant cedar. So hardwood and the cherry blossom mainly, I think, together with bamboo trees actually, because those just bring me like that calm, like zen vibe. I do want to put a small cedar tree, a smaller cedar tree, because I think that we might be doing some more foresty areas. And then I also want to bring in like a small coconut tree. I don't think I'll be using them on the mainland, but I think that we'll be incorporating those like on the beaches, obviously. Okay, and then here's the blue flowers. So now that we can see these, this probably also slightly changes the blue that we've got for this. And the cool thing you can do in Canva is here is like a tab called photo colors. You can go on see all, and this is literally all those tiny pictures that we've added. And now here at the very bottom, you can see the blue flowers, and we can kind of just like change the tone of this slightly to fit the in-game colors a bit more. You could do different types of blue as well. You could do, you know, the different shades of blue that are kind of in those flowers. I think we're gonna go with like something like that. And then I also kind of want to do the same thing for the pink and the beige as well. So for the pink, I think maybe we could focus on the tree here. So this brings much more of a salmon type color. I don't love that though. Okay, hold on. Let's bring in like the pink flowers as well. Let's just kind of bring those onto the page and then check again, because I feel like there should be a better pink color. Because okay, that right now is looking interesting. Okay, see all, and then show me those new flowers. Oh yeah, I think this is much better than the salmon. Okay, let's bring in these just like small items and kind of just put them a little bit all over the place. You can overlap them with the colors as well, of course. I don't want to keep them in groups. Like I don't want to keep the pink flowers together and the blue flowers together, because I want them to all be like somewhat mixed. Also, don't worry too much about the sizing of things. You know, we'll just go randomly about that pretty much. Okay, next up, let's bring in all the white flowers, which I think, oh, I don't know about that windflower. Yeah, the windflower seems a little off to me. So does the lily of the valley, but the lily of the valley only seems off because it's not the same like style as like the actual in-game flower. So I think that one will actually be totally fine. But yeah. Also, the tulips really look like they have somewhat of a yellow tint here, and the mums too, but I do want to use them, so I think it's gonna be okay. Yeah, I'm not sold on the windflowers. I think we're gonna remove the windflowers. Okay, and then I think we're only missing some of the shell things and the peaches. Okay, kind of like that. And with that, we can now remove the nature part out of it. And we're only missing items and the areas and further inspo. Now for this, you might do those kind of like at the same time almost, because we're going to go back to Nook Exchange in a second and look through the different items, and sometimes certain things there can like spark your inspiration. And so you know, you're totally valid, like totally fine switching back and forth between like that website and Canva and just putting in like little text snippets of maybe things that you want to incorporate. So let's put that down here and then go over to Nook Exchange. All right, so I went back to that, you know, starter page, but now it's sorted from A to Z, but I will be going to furniture so that, you know, we eliminate all this stuff that we don't need. And now we're gonna try and browse through this. I will not pick everything that I plan on using though. Actually, maybe what we could do is we could put in the filter of like, and like go through the different little things so that we just have smaller categories to work with, because this one here is like quite a large category. So maybe let's go through the craftable things first. And then I don't know if we can do further categories. Oh yeah, let's maybe go and try and do like housewares and then miscellaneous or something. And so we eliminate all the recipes, because those are like add-ons for me kind of. All right, so I quite like the signpost and maybe like a guitar, because I think like music will be like a thing, like a hobby that we kind of incorporate. I do think we can maybe put the bamboo basket onto the thing as well. Maybe like a beekeeper's hive. I also might be doing these in like different colors. I'm just kind of clicking whatever speaks to me right now. I have played this game for like quite some time, so I have a pretty good-ish knowledge of like what items exist in like different colors. So I'll attempt to kind of think about that as I click on these. Okay, so cherry blossom pondstone as well. Definitely clothesline, and the Cosmo shower in white will be super cute. Also, this is where I'll kind of focus more on items that I think I'll use more than once. So if I know that there's going to be like one angled signpost on the island, I probably shouldn't put it on, but for that one I felt like we're going to be putting like more of them on there. Also, you know, garden rocks are honestly kind of nice, because I think we're going to be using them for like filler decorations as well. Nothing gold, so we can scroll past that one pretty quickly. Green leaf piles pretty much will happen, so that will be put on there as well. I mean, we could do like these chairs and benches in like different colors, because they do exist. And then the table isn't really saying too much, but that one is kind of implied anyway then. Okay. Oh yeah, Lily record speaker for sure also comes in other cute colors. log stuff, leaf stool log stuff is a very big thing. So I'm gonna be getting like a couple of different ones. Log bench, the log stakes, a log stool, and I think we'll be going for either the white customization or like the light wood one with that one. Yeah, no mermaid stuff. No mermaid stuff, but mum cushions I think could be very cute. All right, let's scroll past the mushroom things. Maybe music stand, but that maybe just like once or so. Also, we might be removing the guitar again. I quite like the peach chair. I have no idea how to use it, but I quite like that one. So maybe we're gonna decorate with that one later on in the island designing. Okay, let's move on for now. I like the rocking chair too. I think that one is quite with the theme. Also, I think we'll be going ahead and doing some like craft areas, like, you know, how we're just gonna like try and include different hobbies like painting or clay work or stuff like that kind of has like a calming you know, vibe to it and stuff. So we might also be using like scattered papers and stuff like that. Ooh, shell items. Okay, not a big fan of the arch or the bed, but I like the fountain, I like the partition, I like the stool a lot. And then there's also more, but that's gonna be in like the miscellaneous items, so we're gonna go through it then. No, well, actually, wait, we can do pumpkin stuff, but also like the smaller ones. So we're gonna go back to that in a second as well. Stalls also very much so. However, I'm not gonna include them on the mood board because I can only really take the default customizations, and I would put them on there with like a different pattern, you know? So I'm just not gonna get those right now. Okay, nothing really here. Maybe the tiny library. Tulip surprise box, that could also really work. Wave breakers, I like the white lock bench. I'll not put the wave breakers on it because that'll only be like a beach decoration, so not like enough, I think, not like enough usage. Wooden stool, oh my god, yes. Also, that reminds me, we should really go to the fencing category as well. Okay, let's go through miscellaneous craftable, which will include a whole bunch of recipes, which I will just go ahead and skip. So I'm just gonna look through like the actual items pretty much. And so this will be, I think, rather quick. Very cute, the bonsai thing, but I don't really think that's gonna work too much. Okay. Oh yeah, ducks. Ducks for sure. Probably both the decoy and the toy. Let's skip to the next one and skip all the golden things again. Yeah, all the recipes, it's just, that's really cluttering up the category right now, but that's okay. Old-fashioned wash tub, yes, absolutely. I'm seeing lots of laundry areas in our future. So that's an idea. Okay, pumpkin recipes, all that kind of stuff. Everything's looking delicious. I haven't had breakfast yet, so that makes me very hungry. Okay, shell lamp for sure. Don't really love the music box, but I do like the shell lamp, and I love the shell speaker too. So I think we're gonna use a whole bunch of those. I'm gonna get the spooky lantern because that one exists in like white. And if you could see the tabs right now that I've got open, it's kind of scary. That is kind of scary. All right, I think maybe that's round about it, I think. One more page with 2 items. Okay, that's it. Let me go ahead and already download those pictures in the respective colors that I'm going to be choosing, and then I will be right back. Okay, I decided because this is actually already quite a few items, we are just meeting back here and implementing those first. Now, obviously, I have played this game for a while. I've completed a few islands by now, so I have like a pretty good impression of like items there are and the colors there are, like I said, and so it's easy for me to just like quickly look through that list and determine what I kind of want to have. But I would say take your time and browse through the entire list. I can either recommend just using Nook Exchange for that, or also there is an app called ACNH.guide where you can just browse through like the entire catalog. You can look pretty much through everything, like housewares. Wait, I already got that one. Housewares, miscellaneous things, you know, recipes, everything, and just kind of determine what items you think would be really cute. And look through like the different color customizations that they've got as well, and therefore you can make it like your choices based on that. Like I said, I just pretty much know a lot of the items already, so that makes it a little bit quicker, I think. Also, as you might be able to see, I've downloaded a couple of these things in like different colors as well. So I got the Lily record player in like 2 different customizations, for example, because both of them kind of fit and both of them kind of help kind of bring this vibe across. So yeah, I kind of like those 2. Or then also for like this bench and chair, I got one of them in white and then the other in like the different customization. The same goes for like the log furniture. I got a few of them in like this lighter wood and a few of them in like the birch wood. So I've got all the different customizations and all the different like items, but I don't have like too many things. All right, and then also I'm just gonna take my 2 leaf piles that where did I put the green one? Oh, I haven't put the green one anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna put those like more over here with those natural looking things, because I do think they're kind of more that category maybe. Wait, I'm gonna switch them around so the pink one is more visible. Okay, let me also put a few of the crafted items like down here so it's kind of mixed later on, because next up we're gonna get more household items, and then we're gonna be mixing some words in as well and just kind of putting in like different areas or something that we want to create. And I want those not to be like in one spot, but more like throughout the mood board kind of. So I'm trying my best to kind of just spread these things around right now. And then the wooden stool here, I actually got in 3 different colors because I feel like 3 different colors kind of fit the vibe. So, you know, that's just, and it's just an awesome item. I see this in like a ton of different situations. So, you know, I had to. All right, it is filling up. So now let's tackle all of the orderable items. Okay, so orderable, and then I also put it to housewares. And we're gonna do our best to just scan through these quickly because there is a lot of items. Oh yeah, I definitely want like a beach chair, maybe a bistro table, although those are kind of hard to work with, but I still think they could be kind of cute. Boxy stool could definitely work. Oh, plants. Oh, 100%. I also think that nooks probably will be like a box core build again. Who knows? So boxes will be part of this too, but a very different color scheme again to what I usually do. I also quite like this white covered counter and then this counter table as well. Curtain partition, I think that one's cute. We might also be working with like some storefronts or something. I haven't really thought about that one too much. But you know, honestly, why not? Why not? Okay, none of the diner stuff. No swords, unfortunately. Much more peaceful than that. Much more peaceful. And then, of course, a lot of this stuff is also like interior decorating, which is kind of separate, I think. You know, I think we'll kind of just like tackle that some other time. Oh yeah, like this blue one here could work too. Oh, I think garden lanterns could be really cute. Or like actual like street lamps. I haven't used those in a while, but that could be very cute. And then also hammocks. Don't love the fabric on them, but you know, we can kind of change that. Oh yes, kids tents in those 2, I think, in those 2 customizations. And then, I mean, we can definitely do some like large covered round tables or generally like table setups, but I don't know if I want to get like specific ones. We could put some bears somewhere because they're really cute and calming, right? Oh, Monstera, of course. And then I like this tray table too, maybe with the blue as well. Oh, and the Moroccan footrest comes in like, I think at least 2 customizations that we can definitely use. I like the Nordic stuff, but I think that might be more for interior decorating. So there's that. All right. A poolside bed could also be cute, but I've got the beach chair thing already. Ranch furniture. Oh yes, ranch furniture could be cute, although again, maybe more for indoor decorations. I do also want to pay attention, so I think that with this theme and like the different areas that we want to do, there is like a danger of us like creating almost like a normcore island, which nothing against them, absolutely not, but I think I don't want to create like normcore, so it'll be interesting to kind of keep a balance just because of all those different like little areas that we plan on doing, you know. Okay, also simple table obviously could be amazing. I do think I want to get this one maybe for the mood board. Yeah, they also have like pink and light blue as like the fabric stuff on them, so these could really work out. Let me see. Yes, storefronts in like white, maybe. They look great with the curtains, and then maybe we could do like little stores or something. That could honestly kind of work, and you know, be cute. I also don't want it to be I don't want it to be that type of like coastal, like touristy destination, because this is the home of people. It's not made for tourists, it's made for them. Wheat fields, my love. Yes, we're gonna be using wheat fields. Oh heck yes. I think we're also probably going to be using boats and maybe the wooden partition, but I'm not going to get the boat for the mood board because again, that might be more of like a beach thing. Okay, and then with that, let's go to miscellaneous. Actually, let me quickly download all the pictures and clear my tab. Okay, and I think last category, the miscellaneous things, which again, we're going to try and browse through quickly. Oh yes, bunnies. Bunnies for sure. I like these lilies as well. And this is a bit of a smaller category, so this is good. Although we're probably going to find a whole bunch of different ones. I think like we're probably going to use like decorative bottles too, but I don't think I'm going to put them on the mood board right now because they're not really saying enough, I guess. And yeah, there might be like variations of different things. Also stuff that we can, for example, like customize in different ways with fabrics and everything. We're probably going to be using a whole bunch of those types of things as well. You know, like cushions or anything like that pretty much. And little plants, of course. I do think I want to put the like office materials on it because of the crafts and stuff. And then also the paint set here, plus maybe the paint cans could be cute just to express that kind of like hobby focus. Also, this could include some small plants maybe, or maybe like the music player. Let's put that one on. Again, we've got some different like food stuff here. Oh yes, the scrapbook. Absolutely. Oh yeah, see like the spray can or the stack of clothes, stack bags, all that can be customized with like custom designs. So those are definitely going to be something I want to put on the island, but right now they're not really telling a story. Same thing with the sturdy paper bag, also can be customized to any color, which I think would be a cute item, but I think just for right now, it's not really, you know, it's not really colorful enough. Oh yes, toy ducks. Definitely toy ducks. Definitely toy ducks. And I think that's pretty much it. We could maybe put like one of those teacups on it. That's the category. So I'm going to download all those pictures and upload them to Canva, and then we're going to see each other there again. Okay, I hope I got everything. So let me delete this items thing, and then we can actually use this maybe for the different areas. And then I'm going to try my best to import this. I'll probably like speed through this or just like skip to when it's done because it's just shifting those items that we just downloaded into different positions on this mood board. Also, as I'm doing this just quickly, if you are happy with a certain position and you want that specific item to stay there, you can also, like when selecting it, you can also in the top right corner, you don't see this right now because it's cut off, but you can lock these things, or you can also group certain things together. So if you kind of select multiple, you see the little group thing here, and that makes it easier to kind of move groups of things into like a new position together, just as a little kind of tip for Canva. It can be super handy, but I also sometimes just like to work without it. All right, and now with all of those items put into place, you can see the mood board is getting quite full, but it's not full enough yet because now we're going to tackle this last to-do, which is areas and further inspo. So if you've seen, let's say, like a specific picture that inspired you to do this theme, or you've seen maybe a code and you've got like a screenshot of it, which I don't have right now. For me, it was a code that inspired it, but I think this is going to be actually okay. Or if there's anything at all that you already have in mind about this island that you want to implement, this is your moment to just put them in little text pieces all over the mood board if you want to. I'm going to do that. So I think what I'm going to do is this is literally like brain dumping because I've already got like a few ideas of areas that I want to do on this island. So we're going to put those in. The first thing I think we're gonna be doing like arts and crafts of some sort. Also, by the way, of course, when doing this, you might have to like adjust some of the items again and stuff like that, but that's okay. Also, I think yoga kind of comes to mind, so I think I want to like do a little bit of a yoga section at some point. Maybe let's shift that over here. I'm just gonna let them float like through the entire screen. And then when I talked about like the season I want this to be in, and I was talking about the floating like cherry blossom petals, I got quite excited. And so I think we're gonna do that. And I think we're gonna do a big lake lookout spot that's kind of like the place where they all kind of go if they need to clear their heads. So there's gonna be lots and lots of little benches and chairs and stuff like that. So that's kind of the plan. So I'm gonna just put like big lake lookout here. And then let me see what else. Arts and crafts. I was also thinking I want to do a community garden of some sorts. Like one of the villagers or some of the villagers are really into like gardening, and so they just have like a big garden with all the different produce for the other villagers as well. So that's kind of my idea for that one. Let me just adjust these like items all around it, kind of maybe like this. Okay, let me see. Yoga, arts and crafts, community garden, obviously like flowers or flower garden as well, but those are kind of like, you know, that specific like the like topic. I also think we might be doing, and I read someone say this in the comments, like a second character that has kind of almost like a resort of some kind. Like I said earlier, I don't want this to be like the touristy type of coastal island, but I feel like maybe an extra house that's kind of a resort, or just kind of like a house where they can go and like sign up for different programs or something like that. That could maybe be quite cute. So maybe that. I also think, honestly, we should probably include some gyroids, which I haven't put on the mood board, but maybe like a gyroid garden. Butterfly garden is also always quite calming, so that could be something. Gyroid garden, maybe I'll put like butterfly ? And I'll make that a bit smaller and just put it like underneath. So I kind of know that I had these two ideas of the same within each other, and just maybe combine them. Okay, yoga resort flowers, arts and crafts, a big lake lookout. I want to do community garden and a gyroid garden, or maybe like with butterflies and stuff like that. And maybe that's kind of it for now. I'm sure there's going to be more, which we can still add. There's still lots of little bits and pieces, but we can still add those. And now what I like to do to bring it all together finally is try and get like a background picture. Now you can go like different directions with this. I like to actually usually try and get one from Animal Crossing, and I was able to get this picture from the video I did about reaching 3 stars, which I ended up being in cherry blossom season for it. And then you also, this is a little blurry because it's a screenshot from a video, but you also see like green trees and stuff like that. And so it's totally okay that this is blurry, because what we're going to do is we're going to set it as a background picture, and then I'm going to select it and edit the image and go to add a whole bunch of blur. And then I think also, because I want this to be a little bit softer, and the picture doesn't have any filter on it, but I do think for like my Instagram and stuff, I would probably put a filter on it. I'm also going to reduce the reduce the transparency, or increase the transparency, I guess. So kind of more like that. And then I'm just thinking whether I should go ahead and do like a different color for the font here, but I'm not quite sure if I should go for something like colorful or like white with like a shadow. We can also try that one. So put a shadow to it that's like black. Don't offset it quite as much, but add a bit of blur, so it's kind of more like this look. Oh, I think I kind of like this one. Honestly, we could make the text a little bit bigger as well. And then also, I might want to go ahead and just, because there's a little bit of room on the blue, I think I'm going to add my island name just underneath here, maybe. And then also, you, instead of like an Animal Crossing picture, so I would recommend something in the time that you want to maybe create your island in and your upload your DA in. But you can also maybe go ahead and search for something here on Canva, or you know, any type of other picture. So you could go like, I don't know, do like cherry blossom, and then maybe you'll find like this picture and you want to take this as a background or something. Like we could literally just make a copy of this with this button up here. So like this one, duplicate page. And then let's try that. Let's remove the background that we had and set this image as a background. Okay, so you could also go ahead and like do something like this as a background picture, which both have a very different vibe, as you can see. So this is kind of where things can go any which way pretty much, but that's kind of the fun of it too, you know. I think I'm gonna go with this because I do still want there to be quite a bit of green, which I want to be like reflected in the mood board. And then now I'm looking at these text bits and I'm not really loving them just yet. So I think what I'll go ahead and do is I'll just go ahead and search for brush again, and then maybe get like a different brush and just adapt it in the colors. And then like, so just put that behind the text, the little text bits, and then maybe also put the text in white with like a border or like a shadow, sorry. Okay, I might need something a little bit thicker maybe. So this is the one that we do have. Maybe let's try this one instead. Yeah, I think I like that a bit better. Okay, so we're gonna just bring a few blue ones maybe, and then let's also add some more pink, maybe over here. See how this looks in white as well. Can you still read that? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Okay, let's do one more pink and then the other two in like maybe like a white color. All right, and maybe we can do the text on these lighter bits in blue to bring it a little bit more of that blue in, and then just do the shadow. Either leave the shadow, I also leave the shadow, but maybe make this like a tiny bit darker so it's a bit more contrast. Yeah, I think that's good. And then also switch this text so it's not quite as harsh as the black, but you can still read it. Maybe something like that. I feel like, honestly, I think I'll leave it at that. It's pretty much, I think, the vibe that I want to go for. Obviously, it's a lot of bits and pieces, and like in the final product, it will look a little bit different, but I think this is pretty awesome. Let me fold this in and give you a better look at it. I think that's it. I think that is our mood board for Kalon. So like I said, blue, kind of white, beige, and pink colors. You see that pretty much reflected in all the items and the villagers and the houses. And then obviously we do have a lot of green because the island generally is green. We'll have green trees and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with it. This is not set in stone, by the way. Of course, as you work on your island, you can definitely tweak this if there are any changes, if you've decided on specific villagers, if you want to take something away or add something, add more of those little text pieces if you've got more ideas for specific areas like that. But this is pretty much what I like to do for new islands, because it's kind of awesome to work on it. It's a lot of fun in my opinion, but also it just brings that vibe to the screen, which is pretty cool to look at every once in a while as you work on your island to kind of center you and bring you back to like your intended vibe. But yeah. That's pretty much it for today's video as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Next time, I think we'll continue a bit of the cleanup and just some cozy chatting and all that kind of stuff before we dive into some code shopping. But this is the pretty exciting part of like planning a new island. So I hope you did enjoy it, and then I hope you have an awesome time until I see you in the next video. Bye everyone.